What are we watching for specifically around gas transit from Russia to Europe now when it comes to that Ukraine pipeline, when it comes to the other destinations? Because not all of it went through Nord Stream, of course, and that's where a lot of our focus has been.
Correct. It's really the last, I guess, upside risk that Russia has total control over. They could cut supply via this link through Ukraine. Now, I think one of the key aspects to look at is what are policymakers in the European Union going to do on Friday when they discuss ways to curb power prices and fuel prices for consumers in the bloc. One of the things that they're looking at is a potential price cap on imports of Russian gas. That means that supply coming through Ukraine would have some sort of price cap to continue the flow, but stop the money going to Moscow. Now, Putin said yesterday that any kind of price cap would result in a total halt of energy exports. He thinks it's foolish. And that kind of sets us where we are. If Europe does agree to some sort of price cap, that would probably push Putin's hand to halt that supply.
Right, and yet we didn't see an enormous amount of, we didn't see upside response in gas prices. We saw, when that line dropped, I remember watching the oil price tick up a little bit. We saw a bit of a spike there. That was unwound for other reasons later. But sticking with the gas story, we didn't see much response in gas. Why do markets not focus so much on what Putin said yesterday?
I think because people are focused on what the European Union is saying. You know, they're going to have some sort of market intervention. Who wants to be long if there are going to be some sort of price caps, or if they're going to shut down markets? You know, they've even talked about shutting down the futures market for electricity. So I think that's why you're seeing such a pare back recently. At the same time, demand isn't exactly strong right now. We're in the so-called shoulder month. Demand is really going to pick up for winter. So people are waiting to figure out, okay, are we going to have a cold winter? And if we do, how bad will it be? And then you're likely going to see a higher jump in energy prices at that point.